college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's a good job by the defense understanding the sideline is an extra defender, right? Like, I got to take away the inside a little bit and then play that ball, but make him throw a great throw all the way to the outside of the field, and he didn't do it on that play.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's caught. It's Ware. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. On the ground, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Eagles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They go right back to him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires to the middle. It's caught. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability.
Oh, he's got some space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down. And still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it for the first down at the 31. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Skips away from pressure.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings... 3rd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Wide open downfield. Take it to the end. Touchdown, Clemson. The extra point
It's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. They've got the screen set up. Pass to 30. He goes out of bounds across. 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Rides the back and leads it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. Oh, what a cut! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got it in the middle. It's Ware. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. This time they'll go to the running game. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They take the lead with the 6.
You get... on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Pulls it in, it's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Dallas. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
To the air, it's Rayner. Finds his man, it's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep
turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. They've got the defense reeling right now in that big play to the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get...
Makes the grab! And he will score! Touchdown! Clemson! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for room. It's Bradley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Handoff to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. To the air, it's Bryant. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground. Got an explosive play for the first down. The Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Rushes on him. Gets it to him on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's brought... A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It's the plays like that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
To throw, it's Rayner. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Side a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. caught behind the line. It's Brown. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ware. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just